it was like, everybody they cherished wearing that, but because there was some barkat in that,
Hi everybody, this is Kuwajit Panesar and we are back again with the Sustain Stitch series powered by Rent and Attire, a series that we do on sustainable fashion. And I have with me Shireen today, who would be speaking to you about this subject.
Hi, Kamadit. Pleasure to be here. My name is Shireen Ali. I'm the global lead CSR from WNS Global Services. Um, uh, I've had a illustrious educational journey where I started from my BEd and did my MBA, and today I'm doing things which are conducive to both the degrees. So happy to be here.
So nice to have you, Shireen. So we'll start our question answer series. What's the most impressive recyclable and sustainability initiative you've encountered?
Okay, great question. I'm Since I lead the CSR for WNS, we are working for education for the underprivileged, and we have seen a lot of times when they are hard pressed for getting the right books to read, and we have a force of about 60,000 employees in the company. So what we do is we try and get the employees to donate or give the books that they've already read and their children have already read. So sometimes they could be even syllabus books. We put up boxes in each of the office, collect these, and we segregate them according to the classes, and we hand it over to the schools. We also have community libraries, so we these are really appreciated in the community libraries. So we are kind of doing you could probably say, like, we're reusing those books to get to a different audience and being appreciated by a lot of more people for the same cost. Yeah.
That's very nice because trees are not being cut, the books are being recycled, they are going back, and more number of people are reading it.
Exactly.
And you created book banks of sorts. So that's a very great initiative. Which is great.
Right.
So moving ahead, how do you perceive the concept of circular economy and its impact on sustainable fashion?
The other day, I was talking to Lavina also about this. Uh, Fashion has somehow taken a angle where there is a lot of where reduce is not there at all in that.
Okay.
So people want to wear
Add new things.
over and over attires. In fact, sometimes when I open my own cupboard, I feel I'm going to drown and maybe drown in those clothes. So the reuse concept, we have to really bring it in very seriously. And this reminds me of my nani, my grandmother from my maternal side. She had 12 children, and so the every daughter, six daughters, so every daughter who got married would get married in the lehenga of her mother-in-law. So that is my mother's dadi. Everybody they cherished wearing that, but because there was some barkat in that, like barkat. I'm saying in Urdu, in English, it would mean like maybe blessing, a divine blessing kind of a thing, and they would cherish it and they would really love to use that. But of late, I'm seeing, like, that concept is really not there at all. Each one wants to, attire themselves, and the cost range and the waste that happens after that.
Yeah.
That is like, just going beyond our comprehension. So somehow I feel, if those qualities or those values could come back, not only would we be a circular economy, like you said, in fashion, but it would also add a lot of value. Imagine the pride of wearing a 100-year-old lehenga and walking to your wedding. I think that would add, I mean, it would be a different gamut, right?
I think those joint families, the family heirlooms going on from generation to generation,
Yeah.
if that comes back, it'll solve a lot of these problems.
Right.
Which happening.
Right,
That's a
yeah.
great example that you've given. So coming on to our next question, what are your thoughts on concept of rental fashion per se?
So, Kavajit, you won't believe, I was going for a walk in Kharadi EON IT, and I saw Rent and Attire, and my daughter and me actually walked into that store.
Sure.
And we looked at the dresses, and we were so impressed that clothes of so much fashion could be preserved and could be made ready for somebody else to use.
Yeah.
And just imagine making that one lehenga would cost probably 4 to 5 lakhs. And the value that would go into it, the kind of embroidery stuff, especially in our tradition, we do hand embroidery and stuff like that. So those kind of traditional clothes, if they were available for others to wear, I mean, not only it gives joy that you're not spending so much again, but also like you are utilizing a resource for a better use and then giving it on for some other use. So I was really impressed, and when I walked in the store, there was the lady took me through a lot of options, and it was amazing like how many occasions could be covered. Not only your own marriage or your this thing, but a lot of occasions could be covered with those attires, and then you can give it back, and you not clog up the cupboard. And maybe the fear that I have that the clothes are going to fall onto me one day, maybe I could avoid that with that circular curve. I mean, that was my experience with the Rent a Retire, and I really congratulate Rent a Retire. The thought process behind this maybe people may think that, oh, how can I wear used clothes? But trust me, if you can really reduce, so that is where you come reduce and you recycle and you reuse stuff. You're not only saving the earth, but you're doing a lot of good for sustainability. That's what I would like to say.
Great, really lovely to for you to be here with us and share your thoughts and all. And I hope all of you are also motivated enough to be part of this, start reading more about it. And if each one of us does their bit, I'm sure this world will be a much better place to stay in. Thank you for listening to us. We'll be back soon.